Hello viewers out there. These artworks you see here were not created in China, in Europe, nor in America. They were instead crafted in Utuh, a rural town in Anambra state of Nigeria. They are the handwork of Father Vitus Nnadi and his team. Following is a tour of the art studio with no less a person than the director himself. Happy viewing.
Good friends in Christ and my big brothers in the Lord. I am Father Vitus Nnadi. I'm a Catholic priest in the Catholic Diocese of Nnewi. And by God's grace, I am the Rector of the Diocesan Pilgrimage Center of Our Lady, Mother of Perpetual. It is located in Utuh. Of course, it's in the Nnewi Diocese. I am also privileged by God to be given the gift of being an artist. I work as an artist as well. By God's grace too, I have established an art studio, which is owned by the diocese, but located in the Pilgrimage Center in Utuh. There are some boys that I have trained, and by God's grace we work together. Coincidentally and happy enough, we are currently standing in an arm of the art studio, in one of the arms of the art studio. That is where we are. It is my joy too to present a nice work of art that we have created in the most recent times. This is an artwork that has at least dual functions. One, it is an artwork, the image of Christ, the Sacred Heart. But perhaps more importantly, it has a tabernacle that has been attached to it. That's about the best of all the nuances that can come in the area of art. That's why I've decided to present it to you. This is a tabernacle. As you can see, I have opened it. This is not an image that is meant to ordinarily stand. It has been created in such a way that it can be fixed on the wall. We have created this image in such a way that it will not just stand this way, but rather it will be fixed on the wall. On the wall where ordinarily the tabernacle in the church is meant to stay. That's why I present to you the structure that we have created for its attachment on the wall to guarantee the security of not only the image, but more importantly, of the tabernacle itself. These irons are meant to be used in hanging or attaching this image, not just hanging, but attaching this image to the wall. Ordinarily where the tabernacle is meant to stay. This is a work on fiber. Before you get to this stage of production, you will first of all create the model. We call this one cast, which is the finished product. First of all, create the model. And I wish to present to you the model from which you will get the mold. And from the mold, you'll be able to cast and get this image called the cast, the finished product. And I'll present the model to you, which we have created with cement. This is the model, a work created with cement. There are some processes that are involved in the creation of the model, but I wish to use this opportunity to explain it a little. We first of all create the armature. The instance of armature is what we have here. Look at the armature. This is an armature of a different image anyway. Work created with iron. That's the skeletal form. From there, you get to this stage. After applying or making use of this net in the common man's language, but within the context of art in sculpture, we call it mesh. Use mesh to cover the armature. It is on this mesh, this mat, this net, if you like, depending on the usage, the one you wish to use. It's on this mesh that you will apply the cement. You get the finished product that will stand at this stage. Then you create the mold using other materials that will come within the context of another lesson and not now. When you have this as the finished product, you create the mold, and from the mold you get the cast that will lead to the final. It is obvious that you become better to the extent you know. That's why I have decided, I, Father Vitus Nnadi, the Rector of the Diocesan Pilgrimage Center of Our Lady, Mother of Perpetual Help, in Utuh. Utuh is in the Nnewi Diocese, so it is an institution that is owned by the church in the Nnewi Diocese. I'm an artist. The dimension of learning that I joyfully offer to you this morning is in the area of art. Sculpture, particularly, because we have different dimensions of art. Here is an image that is still being formulated. The image of Saint Teresa of the Shy Jesus. The size is 6 feet. It is still under formulation. This is what we call the creation of the model. The finished product, ordinarily, should not be cement. There are some works on cement that are considered as finished products. But one can decide to have the finished product of this in fiber. But this one is still in cement because it is still being formulated. When it stands as a finished product, we will create the mold from it. From the mold, we will get the fiber, the work on fiber, which is the finished product. But for the meantime, this is a work that is still under formulation. The image of Saint Teresa of the Shy Jesus. Before one, an artist, can get to this stage, he will first of all create what we call armature. And this is the armature. This is an instance of things we call armatures for different works. This is actually meant to be the armature of St. Joseph. That you will create something, you will weld this kind of structure. From there, you cover it with net in the common man's language, but we call it mesh in the area of art. That is what we have here. This is what we call mesh. And in your common language, we call it net. You cover the armature with the mesh. It is upon that net or mesh that you will apply the cement. So you coat the mesh with cement, and you continue to drive your knife and other tools of art to get at what we have here. We also have similar work here, still under formulation too, so you can see. This, at the end of the day, will be a finished product of the image of Pope John Paul II, who today is a saint, still under formulation. We also have ironed it. We created the armature here because we also weld. By God's grace, and I'm happy to say that. We also weld, and we continue our work using the armature that we have created. This is an image of just a man who has died. The work came here, and we are creating it. It's almost at the final stage. It's almost at the final stage. I lead you also to other work. Because as you can see, this is one of the arms of our studio. This is one of the arms of our studio. We create cement works here more. We have another area where we create works on fiber. Our finished product for works that we really want to be in fiber. This is another work of St. Joseph. It is the image of St. Joseph that is meant to form the entire package of Holy Family. So this, you know that image, the seed of Holy Family. This is the image of St. Joseph that is meant to be there. We have been creating it. It is a work on cement, but the final product will be on fiber. Because this is the image of St. Joseph of a different kind, as it were. It is already a work on fiber, but not the finished product. It can only be the finished product after its painting and with the color separations and all the rest of them. This is the image of Mary that is also part of the entire package of Holy Family. It is a work that at the end of the day will be about 6.5 to 7 feet. That of St. Joseph will take the same height when it stands as the final product. This is the image of Mary that is meant to be part of the package. This is image of divine mercy that is still under formulation, work on cement. The final product will be on fiber. So I wish to thank you, a wonderful listener, for having listened attentively. It is my desire that you will learn and have your knowledge better expanded. Thank you and good morning.
In our midst is a professional artist Catholic priest. That's the gist.